coffee, got coffee, cranking through my...
Thank you for your love.
Hello? Hey guys, sitting here at Staples Center, have a lot on my mind. I know a lot of you doubted me, but we do record here. I took our filters off so that you could hear what it sounds like before Dustin goes through. My engineer, Dustin, goes through and removes all the reverb and the echo that obviously recording on a hardwood floor in a stadium would cause and does cause. So, to all my haters and doubters, chúpame mis huevos. Is that how you would say it? Chúpame mis huevos. Or just chupa los huevos. Quiero practicar mi español. Y ahora, hoy, me voy a hacerlo. Entonces, I need to know more words. Aprender más palabras. Okay? And let me know, for my Spanish-speaking listeners, how am I doing? I'll see what, if any callers want to play ball, so to speak. Pelota, jugar, etc. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the filters on, but fuck you, we record at Staples Center. Okay. Now, speaking of Staples Center, my friends, last night, anoche, I was over there at Staples Center to see a legendary performer, Mr. R. Kelly. Now, it was a very strange thing because it was R. Kelly, the reunited New Edition, and the Jackson, was it 4 or 5 of them? But it was only 4 right now because uno está muerto. So, one of them, as we may know, is no longer with us. Anyhow, guess what the order of this lineup was? Okay, no one's on the phone right now. But the order was R. Kelly first, then raggedy ass New Edition, then the dumbass Jacksons. Now, I feel that R. Kelly should have been last. Now, I've never seen him before. He is such a crazy good entertainer. And here's what's amazing about him, which is, I think, the true secret to any good performer or entertainer of any kind. You never knew what was going to happen next. He makes completely surprising choices. And, at one point, he just stops singing in the middle of a song and stares down the entire stadium full of people. But it just keeps going. He's stock still, staring. And it lasts for what feels like 20 minutes until there's a mounting roar in the room where people are just he's doing the opposite of what singers normally do. He's being dead silent. And it was just electric. Now, it was so good to where you find yourself while watching him, I found myself thinking what's a little P? How old was a minor, technically? So, that was R. Now, New Edition, I used to be in love with Ricky Bell. I went and saw Belle Biv DeVoe perform at the Oakland Coliseum as I don't know how old I was. It was junior high or high school. Went to see Belle Biv DeVoe, BBD. I guess I sat close enough to the stage because I remember Ricky Bell spilled water on the audience and some got on me and I was like, I will never wash again. And guess what? Side note, not doing a ton of showering lately. So I guess my prophecy came true. I don't feel like taking showers these days. I got out of it because of the black mold situation, but now that I've moved, I fucked up that how I wanted that to go. The audio. I didn't really want that. Like, hey, we're on the run. Like, that sounds like I'm currently moving across the country. I may go to another country. Blah, blah, blah. What I meant to do was more like, I currently moved. And keep it simple like that. Anyway, I don't know. We'll figure it out. One day I'll get my shower life together. Now, finally, the Jacksons. I mean, I don't know what that's. I don't know. There's nothing to say there. Okay, great. So, one thing I'm thinking about as I figure out how to decorate my new home. An idea that I had was to do a portrait of my parents, who they have been separated since my father left us all. When I was 1 year old, plural. And so I have no memories of them together. Okay. Now, what I want to do is commission a painter to paint a portrait of my parents together at their current age. And then I just know how much it would upset and disturb everyone who came into my house that had anything to do with my family. And I also just think it's hilarious as like to recreate reality. And especially like, I don't even have any great dream that they'd be together. I don't even remember having that as a child, but I just think that that's what psychologically everyone says. The kid wants the parents together. So I could just make them be together, whether it be Photoshop or whether it be an oil painting. But I also think that's a funny thing to do in your social group, is just create like couples portraits, but someone they may hate, or like someone that, you know, I don't know, or their ex, and you just give them an oil portrait. It's expensive. It's an expensive prank, but worth it. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? It is funny, as I'm setting up my house, people keep saying like, so you live alone? And like, okay, so you guys are going to want blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you guys? No, boo-boo.
'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't.
That's me just leaving whoever it was at my house. They're like, Miss Peretti? But I'm gone. Now, it feels like, I feel like making love. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. New edition, guess who can still sing? Okay. Got your guess. Write it on a piece of paper. Don't show it to anyone. Johnny Gill and Ralph Tresvant. That is it! Bobby Brown, it's a travesty what's going on with his voice.
Call from
Jake.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué pasa?
Nada. ¿Y tú?
Nada. ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Those were a lot of Spanish words.
That's the end of the call. I just ended it. I want to find someone who speaks Spanish with me. Maybe I'll tweet that. 'Cause I can make. P.S. It is crazy. Like the whole phenomenon of like an R&B singer is so interesting, because it's really not masculine. Like the idea of like someone being a singer and they're like singing love poems and stuff like that. But however, it is so sexy. A man singing love songs. Why is that so sexy? Like a man singing how I don't know how to describe what I was feeling. But like, as I was watching like Johnny Gill sing. Now, also there's a whole nother thing where it's like, it's kind of like comedy. You can be kind of not that hot. I guess every profession. But if you have a certain talent, it makes you so sexy. And I've skated by on that for years. All right. Now, someone wants to call and talk about scabies. Oh my God. And his name is Juan Velasquez. Oh shit. I can't, my accent just fell apart. Juan Velasquez. Get out the way. Move,
Call
bitch.
from
Get out the way.
Jennifer.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
To accept.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Wasn't that a great song?
I love that song.
Isn't it
And
like,
the message it sends.
it's so simple, but there's such a need for that song. Like, think about listening to that while you're driving, and it's just like, oh, you read my mind. Anyway.
Oh, so good. How are you?
Well, I am doing great. I finally moved out of my pest-infested shithole apartment.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. I felt so bad for you. I heard your story about your shower, like showering and bathing yourself like a granny with a washcloth.
I know, it's disgusting, but honestly, what's upsetting is that I haven't really changed my ways. Now that I moved, I'm realizing I've triggered off some weird phase where I don't feel like showering ever. But I think it's because I have so much to do to set up, and so I'm just like, I'd rather do a million other things. I'm like an eccentric scientist.
Did you move really far, or did you move?
Oh, I can't really get into it. Oh, listen, now, do you speak Spanish?
I don't, but everyone who meets me, not everyone because I'm exaggerating, but a lot of people who meet me assume that I'm Hispanic. And so they start speaking Spanish to me.
Progress.
And I have to do that like awkward white girl, like, I don't speak Spanish. Oh, no, I don't speak Spanish.
Looking for a Spanish speaker today. So sorry. All right. Well, great vibes so far on my part. I'm really bringing it.
Call from
Whatever.
Háblame.
Me encanta tu podcast.
Oh, gracias. Okay.
Quiero saber qué tipo de plantas que tienen en su casa nueva.
It's hard to understand your...
What kind of floors do you have in your new house?
¿Por qué?
Wood?
Why?
I don't know, man. I was just wondering what kind of floors you had in your new fancy house.
What, are you going to do some kind of weird fucking poison that comes up through the floors?
No, because I'm trying to wonder what floors I need for my new house. That is why. Also, what, you got granite countertops?
Side note, someone hit my bumper. Definitely. But it's not just like a normal little scratch. It looks like a fucking woodpecker came at it. It was like a there's like a small area that has little holes. I'm like, was this a woodpecker? Was this a car woodpecker? Car paint pecker? What a great riff. All right. Now, we never even talked about Paula Deen, you know? What's everyone's thoughts? Just kidding. Oh, I heard there's a list of, like, who the hot guys in comedy are right now. Like, it was ranked, like, my friends were on it, and supposedly Moshe's number 5 and Joe Mandy's number 41. And it's supposed to be in order of hotness. Now, that, my friends, is fucking so stupid. So, I thought it would be funny to go through the list almost like a food test and be like, right, wrong, with the rankings, but I'll probably make a lot of enemies.
Call from
Andrew.
Monday.
Hello?
See?
Is this Chelsea?
No.
Who is this?
Tu madre. Tu puta madre.
Oh, you're talking Spanish now?
No.
You talked to my friend on Twitter, Juan Zagoda?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really speak Spanish, though, but he and I want to talk to you.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 no hablo español bueno. En inglés, por favor.
¿De qué quieres hablar?
I'm doing online traffic school and it sucks. But I want to talk to you. I also wanted to tell you, I just tweeted you, I wanted to tell you a story about Comedy Central calling me.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm a therapist, so I got a call from Comedy Central. I know, applause.
We love therapy here at the show.
Yeah. No, you're good, actually. I think you could be a good therapist for listening in.
Really?
Does
that mean I'm crazy?
If you were serious about things. Which you can be, I think.
Right.
Wait, so I got a call from Comedy Central, and I was like, okay, this is weird. And he was like, I'm calling from the Jeselnik offensive, or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, we're looking for a psychologist to talk about necrophilia.
Now,
and
that's when you fuck dead people?
Yeah, I was like, why would you call me and say that on my... Is that the sexy music?
You know it is.
I know. Well, I work with like LGBT people, so I guess maybe he thought that extended to necrophilia or something. But I know in my best judgment to not go on air on Comedy Central because no one that's ever been interviewed on Comedy Central has looked good.
You know, that sucks about comedy because I really, for the longest, wanted my dentist to come on my live show at UCB, and I asked him, I basically became psychotic because I asked him to do it, and he was like, no, he's Asian, but he sounds exactly like Obama. He's like, Chelsea, these teeth are one of the cleanest mouths I've ever seen. He like sounds like Obama, like to a T, and he's such a good dentist, and I wanted him on my show, and I wanted to interview people. Like, I wanted to interview interesting professions on my show, but now I learned why that doesn't happen, because no one wanted to do it. I mean, he didn't.
Well,
and I literally
it's a
started
good
like...
idea. Oh, he did do it?
No, he wouldn't do it, but I was like begging him. I'm like, what about if he just called in? What about if I swung by your house? Just like it wasn't... He was non-negotiable.
Maybe anonymously or something.
Yeah. So anyway, you turned it down?
Yes, I turned it down. I don't want to be publicly known as I'm not a necrophiliac.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, do you know anything about necrophilia?
I mean, I know what it is, and I've worked with people who, a variety of sexual orientations and interests, but not that. That's pretty extreme.
Oh, wait. Did you say not necrophilia?
Yeah, not necrophilia.
I mean, what would you do? I take back the jackpot. What would you do if you did have a what do you call them? Clients or patients? Do you see them as money or trouble?
I'm still actually not sure what to call them. I'll call them patients.
What if you call them things? Do you think
things?
They probably wouldn't take too kindly to that. What if you call them vermin or rats?
Vermin. Yeah, so that's what I call them behind their backs.
Right, I bet you do, you little rascal.
Wait, I actually just have an insight right now about the show. Can I say something?
Yeah.
So on the show, when you listen, you're like, oh, I'm listening to this, and it's like this collective thing. But when calling, it's just you and me. Like, no one's listening to this, right?
Right.
It's not live or
right.
anything. So it's a different experience where, like, it feels like just you and me as opposed to, like, you and me and everyone. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
Does that
kind
make
of.
sense?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I think most people get so nervous that they seem aware that there's an audience at some point,
Yeah.
But anyway, are you high right now?
Not everyone. Am I high?
Just kidding.
No,
Listen, I hate it when people ask
I'm
that
high
question.
on traffic school.
Oh, right. That's your other thing. Okay, but first, seriously, if you had a vermin, if you had a client or patient who said to you, I fuck dead people, what would you do? Like, do you have to report that? The person's dead. There's no harm done.
No.
Wow.
I only have to report people if they're suicidal or if they're going to kill someone.
Oh my God. Did you hear that I told my therapist I was suicidal and did have a plan and a weapon as a joke?
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, because I just think it's so funny to toe the line like that. Because, like, I know that if you say that, he's supposed to report it.
Did you get 5150'd?
No, I said I'm just kidding. Here's another thing I think. I want to go up to, last night at Staples Center, there was a bunch of cops standing outside, and I wanted to go up to them and just do a joke solicitation. So go, hey, can I suck your dick for money? Like, does anyone want a blowjob for money? And then I'm like, just kidding.
You will actually get shot in the face by them.
By the LAPD? No. They are all saints.
I feel like outside the Staples Center, their hands would be like on the trigger, just waiting around.
I don't know what they were up to last night. There was the BET Awards, Honors Awards or something, and everyone was all dressed up. It was hilarious. Women get so dressed up.
Were you invited?
No. No. I went to go see R. Kelly perform. But I do think it's hilarious when women get so dressed up in LA that, like, it really does start to feel like a different species, where I'm like, you know what? Let me just not even throw my hat in the ring. I'm just going to wear jeans and a t-shirt and just walk out the door, you know? And then these women are like fake hair, fake eyelashes, 10 pounds of makeup, expensive purse, expensive shoes, crazy dresses. And they're just like, for a night at the Staples Center. Like, they do that every night. It's inconceivable, the amount of work that takes. I don't even shower anymore.
Yeah. That's how I feel, actually, especially being in a relationship. I'm just like, I have no reason to look good. There's literally no reason to look good outside the house.
We get it. You're not alone.
Yeah. Oh, wait, but the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is
we don't have
Bling
like
Ring.
4 hours. What?
Have you seen Bling Ring?
No.
Oh, it's really important, but it relates to the...
What is it?
The girls dressing up. It's the movie, the Sofia Coppola movie about the...
Oh, yeah, I do want to see that.
It's really important.
What do you mean important? Strange word choice.
It is.
Take it down a notch, my brother. Are you in LA?
I am. I'm in Silver Lake, actually.
That makes total sense, because I feel like someone in LA only would say a movie was important. Side note, is your therapy office in Silver Lake? What if this was my therapist?
What?
That'd be so funny if this turned out that it was my therapist and he was just calling the podcast. I'm like, this is totally inappropriate, bro. You're crossing lines left and right.
Well, I'd only be so lucky to be your therapist.
Ooh.
Wait, can I make a request?
Sure.
Can you sing a song to the sexy music? Can you improvise a song?
No, this is too creepy. Ended. Therapists, am I right?
Call from
Fucking weirdos.
Coleman.
Monday.
Hey.
I forget where the accent goes. Monday.
I think goes at the end.
Huh? That's how you know someone's not in love with you anymore. If they go, huh? Then it's a wrap. That honestly is the most hateful sound you can make. Say something and I'll do it.
Donata. What?
Huh? Do you feel the hostility there? It's actually really satisfying on my end. Anyway, what's up?
I wanted to ask you about the Throwback Thursday post that you were doing on Instagram a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yes.
Where you had your parasol and your graduation dress.
Yes. Okay, now the photo that he's describing, for the listener who's not familiar with my Instagram, which is Chelsanity, which I have not posted on in quite some time, meaning 2 days. I posted these pictures from my high school graduation. Now, I do not know how this idea came to me, but I decided honestly, I think for so long I've just been like so tickled by the idea of like wearing a ball gown to something that's not appropriate to be that dressed up. So I wanted to wear like a big, huge, flouncy dress with like, what's that called? The under thing that makes the skirt go out really big, like a...
Oh, it's like the hoop or something?
Yeah, like a hoop skirt, but not like petticoats. And so basically I went and rented this costume that had a corset and a huge petticoats and like a parasol. And I wore this to like my small high school graduation where everyone's just dressed in like, little suit ties and like, stupid like bridesmaid looking dresses or whatever. And I was in this flouncy pale yellow period dress. And anyway.
Is there any topic today or should I bring something else to the table?
I I had my finger over the hang up button and then the end of the sentence. Well, this was a good call anyway. I mean, I don't know. There's not really a topic. I'm talking about, I went to see R. Kelly perform last night. I'm practicing Spanish and talking about decorating. I haven't really talked about that, but I have one idea for it or whatever.
Oh, yeah, because you moved in now. You're moved into your new place, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like furnished? Do you have furniture? Well, you have furniture from your old place.
No, I would never get a furnished. Well, actually, never say never. I probably would at some point if I needed. Like, I would go to Paris and get a furnished apartment. Great joke. All right, but listen.
Did you like?
What?
Nothing. I was just gonna say. Also, I was the person that posted the audio clip of you screaming at the stranger.
Oh my God! Fuck! My soundboard just conked out on me, but. I thought it was funny. The guy who does my Tumblr, there's a Tumblr for the podcast for those listening. It's called Chelsea Peretti, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. I follow it. I don't know what it is though.
Call chelseaperetti.tumblr.com. But anyway, so this guy runs it, this guy Brett, and he was like, sent me the link to that audio clip and was like, can I post this? I was like, yes, please. You really captured a moment.
Well, I'm glad because I laughed for like a solid 5 minutes.
Now, I couldn't remember what he was saying right before that. Do you remember?
It was like, I think he was talking about he was high or something, and then he called you sweetheart and baby a couple times.
And then I lost it.
I don't know what he was talking about. I think there was something wrong with him.
Yeah, as with most callers, present company included. Just kidding. JK. Well, I have to go to the bathroom, so unless there's anything you particularly wanted to get into.
I don't think so. I'm blanking at the moment.
Well, listen, what's your Tumblr? Let's shout it out.
City Mod, city, and then mod.tumblr.com.
Thank you for your love.
Thanks for taking my call, Chelsea.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have fun in the bathroom.
Oh, girl, I will.
Call from.
Tengo que hacer pipí.
Pues ve al baño.
¿Qué?
Ve al baño, tienes que hacer pipí.
Are you on speakerphone? Are you on speakerphone? The connection sounded a little muffled.
Well, I am calling from Mexico City.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually the guy that's tweeted at you about the tortillas, but I know everything there is to know about tortillas.
Oh, I don't remember this tweet. What is there to know about tortillas?
Well, it doesn't make for thrilling podcast material.
Well, let me ask you something. You speak Spanish, right? Fluently?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, when people answer the phone, don't they go mande?
Some people say mande. In Mexico, we say bueno.
Bueno. Now,
so is there a topic today?
Well, not really. I mean, I was just trying to practice my Spanish, but now I'm intimidated because yours seems really good. Obviously.
No, come on, let's practice.
What's the hard part is like when it goes into, what is it? The conditional sense, like,
Oh, I don't know shit about grammar. You could ask me about tenses, but I'm not going to be able to answer.
Like, you know when it goes like hablaba or tenía?
Yeah, like the past.
But it's
yeah.
like conjunctive or something. It's not conjunctive. So,
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
I don't know.
That's the one that's a little harder for me. Okay, podemos practicar. ¿De qué podemos hablar?
No sé, dime, ¿cómo estuvo tu día hoy?
Comme si, comme ça. Is that French?
No, that's very
French. Yeah. I speak like 2 words of French, but no, my day was good.
There we go. Are we live from Staples Center right now?
Yeah, hold on. You want me to see, we put a filter on it so you can't hear it, but basically this is what it would sound like if we didn't filter it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
what do you think about Dwight Howard going to the Rockets? Are you sad? Are you upset?
I mean, is that finalized?
I mean, it's probably going to be finalized pretty soon. I don't know if you've seen Slim Thug's tweets about Dwight Howard, like to Dwight Howard, about how everything's better in Houston than in LA.
Such as what?
He's just like, man, if you go to the strip club, or no, yeah, like it's like $1,000 a bottle in LA, but it's like $20 here in Houston. Come on.
Yeah, that's because no one wants to be there. There's no competition. Hold on, let me put this filter on. All right. Now, I mean, here's the thing is, like, I feel like Dwight Howard, and no disrespect, but I feel like he's like a little bit corny. So I feel like Houston would be good for him. But no disrespect to Houston or Dwight Howard. But I do feel like I could see him really having fun in Houston because he's kind of just like, he feels like he would fit well there. Yeah. I do see that he's hurt by the LA fans who didn't have a ton of faith in him. It seems like he wants to be a big star, and he didn't like having to deal with Kobe. And I mean, I'm sure from his perspective, he's like, okay, it's going to be Kobe's final year or 2. And it's like playing second string to him when he may or may not be at 100% after his injury. And he's also older, you know?
Yeah.
But, and all the fans kind of hate on him if anything goes wrong. They only like him when things are going good. And he seems like he's really
that's like any fan, but yeah.
Well, there's certain people who I feel like inspire more loyalty than others. And for whatever reason, Dwight Howard did not inspire much loyalty from LA, I don't think.
Interesting.
Don't you think? I mean, I feel like every time he had a bad game, people were like, see, he sucks. Like, it wasn't like, you know, like, for example.
Well, that probably only made it worse because I don't know if he eventually got scared to play in front of the fans because, you know, everybody's literally watching whatever he does and so quick to jump on whatever.
Right. It became like a whole spectacle, which I could see would make you feel like choke more or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, personally, I never have been like a crazed Dwight Howard fan. I think he's very handsome, side note. But, and I think like, you know, I don't know. I just, I don't really have a sense of what he is in a certain way. I don't know how to describe it, but so I don't really get what the Lakers do if he's not coming. They're trying to recruit shooters or something, but I don't really get like, what their strategy is.
It's really hard to come by basketball news here in Mexico City. So I've just been like, you know, grabbing snippets here and there on Twitter.
I mean, what's his face for the Warriors?
Stephen Curry?
Yeah, that's who we need.
Yeah.
For the Lakers.
That dude is a monster.
Put Kobe and him together. I don't know anything about basketball. I honestly don't even know if that would work in any way, but I do think he's a crazed machine. Mexico City. Now, I've been to Mexico a fair amount, but really? I have not been in Mexico City a ton. Now, Mexico City is supposed to be very hip, right? Lots of clubs and this and that, but also a lot of pollution. Is that wrong?
A lot of pollution. Well, that's actually, that's what I work in right now.
Is what, trying to get the environment more prioritized or something?
Just, you know, decreasing pollution overall.
That's cool. And how do you do that?
I'm an environmental scientist, but yeah, no, it's a very hip city, Chelsea. Where in Mexico have you been? So I can gauge sort of what
Guatemala.
you've seen.
Just kidding.
Where?
Guatemala.
Oh.
No, I've been to the Yucatan Peninsula. I feel like I'm forgetting somewhere that I've been, but whatever. But yeah, so what's Mexico City? I mean, what if, is it all about like nightlife, or what is there going on there that's like, is there beautiful places? I like kind of more country-ish, nature-y vacation type situations. Cause like urban, I feel like is exhausting more.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really going to find them here in Mexico City. It's a very, very urban. You're going to see a lot of ruins from like, when Mexico was taken over by the Spanish. You're going to see.
I love the Spanish.
Mexico City,
Just
what?
kidding. I said I love the Spanish.
Oh, because of the Gasol brothers?
No, but that's a good point. I only like Pau anyway.
Yeah, he's the best one.
Yeah, Mark is like whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, in downtown Mexico City, you'll find like Aztec ruins and shit like that.
That's
fun.
cool.
But no, if you're not going to find the outdoors.
That's like Rome, like how there's like crazy coliseums in the middle of the city in Rome.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's kind of like, if you're in Mexico City, you're going to find like air pollution, nausea because it's like high altitude city.
Oh, wow.
You're going to find noise. You're probably going to get pickpocketed once or twice.
You seem like a great tour guide so far.
Yeah.
But
I
what's
also
the
work for
pros?
Tourism board, so.
What's the allure? You live there, so obviously you like it, right?
Yeah, the food is amazing. If you like Mexican food.
I do. Say something in Spanish before I hang up.
Wait, can I just shout out my sister who's probably going to listen to this because we're both big fans of you, but I'll shout her out in Spanish.
Yes, perfect.
Yes. Nuria, me estás escuchando, ya apaga esto y ponte a trabajar. Órale.
Nuria?
Nuria, yeah. Nuria. That's her
Nuria.
name. We're both huge fans of you.
Okay. Hasta pronto.
Bye, Chelsea. Bye, Chelsea.
Call from
Grant.
Monday.
Tuesday.
Good one.
Smoothies for life.
What?
Smoothies for life.
Oh, bad
Hi, Chelsea.
one. Hi.
I said smoothies for life. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where are you calling from? Let me guess. L.A.
Tempe, Arizona.
Oh, are you conservative politically?
I think my history says yes, but I mean, I'm not going to stick with any label just for that reason.
Now, you don't speak Spanish though, huh?
Un poquito.
Poquito también.
Híjala, chingada. I went to school in Guadalupe, which was like 90% Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
So the first things I learned was count to 100 and all the bad words, but I won't drop all those.
Now, did they say to say Hispanic? I thought that word had been outmoded.
So what's the proper word?
Latino? I don't know. I could be wrong. But I thought as Hispanic was considered offensive.
I was just going to say that part of them were like Yaqui, like Hispanic and Yaqui. There's this little community that looks like you just rolled up through Peru, and it's stuck in the middle of like this suburban area. But yeah, it's mostly.
This is a real travel-oriented episode. I mean, this feels like a travel show. My eyes itch. Oh, God.
Where else have we been?
I feel like it's allergies. Well, I had a caller from Mexico City. We talked for 4 hours.
I almost got married. Almost got married in Puerto Penasco.
What happened? Did she flee the altar?
No, I mean, we agreed to be married. There was no like paper or signatures or ink stamp or
like
anything
a contract.
Like that. Yeah, it was just like a contract, like shake hands.
Right, you had a handshake agreement to get married. That's very romantic. Did you have your lawyer contact her first? Is that how you proposed? That would actually be so funny if you had your lawyer call a woman and be like, yes, my client would like to drop a contract for life with you.
She was a legal secretary, so I figured she knew what the rules were, you know.
Well, thanks for sharing in this moment of merriment. Now what happened? I don't understand. Did she leave you?
Yeah, so we came back to Tempe, and she moved in, and stuff got crazy, and nobody could handle things, and so we parted ways.
How crazy we talking?
I brought something to the table for you, but it's
Wait!
corny to me.
How crazy are we talking?
It's extremely corny to me. I have something for your table. If you would let me read not a minute, less than that. Check it out, a haiku acronym of your name, Chelsea. So it's a haiku, and each letter starts with your name. Kookaburd hopscotch.
Sorry, start again. C, the letter C.
Kookaburd hopscotch. Ecstatic, lovable smiles. Extra angelic.
How crazy?
Go ahead.
How crazy did things get when that girl moved in, and why did she leave? It's like pulling goddamn teeth. I would get my dentist on the phone, but he's not speaking to me anymore.
When you talked about conservative, her dad was a preacher, and they were very strict, and they were baptizing folks in the bathtub. And
well, that's hot though when you get the preacher's daughter.
Yeah, well, I mean, my dad used to be a pastor, so it wasn't that.
So neither of you
strange
could kind of
world.
exoticize the other. You were both in the same boat. See, now for me, if I was dating the pastor's son, woo, Lord!
Mercy, what does that mean? Oh, shit.
Now call your daddy and tell him don't come by for a couple hours. Cause I got some stuff I want to show you, boy. Now lock the door, okay? Now lock the back door. Cause it's time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, does your dad listen to the podcast?
No. He's got other things. You want your number 2 haiku?
Okay.
Okay. You want the random or the cheese ball?
How many of these guys do you have, kiddo?
Just 2.
Okay,
Just
your
2.
choice. Dealer's
I have a little
choice.
bit of-
Dealer's choice.
Okay. This is a random.
Okay.
Chain smoke Helsinki. Everybody loves Twinkies. Eggplant ankle break. Oh, no. I'm going to get this last one out of the way real quick. Creation heartbeat. Aw. Ectoplasmic laugh supply.
Oh, my God.
Eternal applause.
I was more into the whole pastor thing. All right. Well, thank you. At this time, unfortunately.
Man of the people code. Hey, on Parks and Rec, did you guys win line?
Call from.
Exactly.
I know.
Oh, anyway.
I have a follow-up call.
Oh, man. Did we already talk today?
No.
Oh, what's the follow? Good. What's the follow-up then?
Okay, I called in talking about how the government knows everything that we're doing.
Okay.
And that seems to be a pretty huge part of the news cycle the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of confirming all the things that I said.
Oh, so like what? Hello?
What was that? Yeah.
Okay, yes, continue.
So, but I'm divided, At first, I was like, no one should really invade in our privacy, even if you are a really good marketer online. But at the same time...
Slower?
there, at the same time, there are like things that are compromised if we don't like eavesdrop on calls.
Like what?
And it's something that
What's compromised if we don't?
know, like our safety. If these claims are true, that like eavesdropping on calls actually did, curb a bunch of attacks on domestic soil.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much truth there is on that, but it makes sense. And
Did you know, by the way, did you know that this podcast is a government initiated operation? I'm the operative. I don't know how language works. But listen, the point being, every single call on this podcast is recorded. What? You're being surveilled by the very fact that you're calling in. I mean, for someone who's freaked out about recorded conversations, you got a funny podcast that you're into. Ever think about that? Let me get the therapist on the line.
Call from
Julia.
I got to hang up on people quicker because I got to tell you, when I let people hang in there, these calls drag like a motherfucker. Julia?
Steve.
Hi.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Do you want to speak Spanish? What's the deal?
Sí, quiero practicar mi español porque tengo que hablar mucho español por una película que voy a... Just kidding, I'm not in a movie. But listen, the truth...
Oh, man. I'm so excited.
I know. Wouldn't that be a great thing for my career? Anyhow, I seem to be breaking out...
all your fans.
In strange rashes all over the place. Someone was going to call about scabies and he never got through.
Shoot. Sorry.
Que lástima, am I right? major que lástima situation.
How's the new place?
It's great. Couldn't be happier. It's a whole new life.
Good to hear. Can I tell you a quick thing?
Yes.
Okay. I have to tell you, I've been wanting to call in and tell you that, one of your very most earliest episodes, you were talking with someone. I don't know how it came up, but the Holocaust came up. And instead of saying Holocaust, you instead said, that some like ridiculous little noise like that, and I laughed for so long. And so recently I was in Israel, and we went to the Holocaust Museum.
Oh my God.
Every time someone said, every time someone said Holocaust, I just thought of that, and oh my gosh, I had to tell you.
Oh my God. Now, was this one of those birthright trips?
It was, yes.
I never did that. Now, for the listener who may not be thoroughly, informed about what Jewish people get up to, apparently Israel will, they fly you out or something, put you up. If you're Jewish and you want to go to Israel, they do it once before a certain age, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was the trip fun?
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
Now, are Israeli people in Israel as aggressive as they are in New York City and everywhere else I've encountered them?
No, they seemed pretty cool. We actually had 8 Israelis that were around our age, with our group the entire time. So we got
they were
to know
probably
them
armed guards.
Wait, what?
Were they armed guards?
No, usually they are, but our group was different. They had just finished their military service, so they weren't at the time, but we saw a lot of soldiers, and yeah.
Crazy, man. How was the food?
It was really good. A lot of falafel, a lot of hummus, but hummus is probably my favorite food, so that was fine.
Yeah, it's tasty sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes it's really not, though.
It was. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep over you.
Well, I was just going to say, hummus is one of those foods where there's such variety. It looks like, I feel like sometimes it tastes creamy and so good, and some it's mealy and citric acidy or something.
Mm-hmm. In Israel.
Oh, no. No, sorry. I just had a tickle in my throat. Thought I'd try to turn it into something. That'd be funny if
Yeah,
someone's going to
for sure.
kill you and your last words are, "This is it." Like you're always just waiting for death.
Right. Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. So the food was good.
Yeah, it was delicious. Yeah.
I feel like Israeli guys would probably be hotter than American Jewish guys.
Yeah, there
Thoughts?
was some. Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like American Jewish guys, I don't know, slim pickings. There were some, yeah. There were some
Not
good
in
ones
New
for
York.
sure.
I think there's a lot of hot Jews in New York, and also, but I feel like Israelis are always tan.
Yeah, exactly. That sort of Middle Eastern kind of, yeah.
Easy.
So.
Don't want to start a war. Oh, wait. It's perpetual. All right. So anything else? Any highlights? This is turning into a travel episode, so I'm just going to go with it.
Is there anything? Oh, I have one question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
One question.
Yes.
Okay. This was like earlier this year. You were in New York
Yes.
writing for a couple weeks for SNL.
Yes.
There was one
Yes.
sketch. You know the
Yes.
Tippy
Yes.
sketch?
Which one?
Were you in on that? Tippy?
No, I wasn't, but I thought that was really funny. I did like that sketch.
I thought it was hilarious. It just seems sort of like something that you would.
Yeah,
you would
I
write.
totally.
But, okay, just had to know.
You know what was funny is like people would tweet to me, "Did you write this one or did you write?" And it would usually be like my favorite ones, even if I wasn't involved in it. It's like interesting. Like people kind of have a sense of, whatever. My sensibility. Ew. I sound like a fucking little shithead. All right, listen. Well, hold down the fort. Are you still in Israel now? Or are you calling from there?
No, I'm back home now.
Well, welcome back stateside, kiddo.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling. Harvey! Come here, Harvey! Come here! Come here, Harvey! Come here! Come here, Harvey! Yeah, it worked. Are you recording? Yeah, I'm just talking to Harvey, the house dog here. And I gotta say, he really was responsive to the following. Come here, Harvey. Come here. Come here, Harvey. Come here. Come here. He really came. I mean, he has his little paws on my lap, his little teddy bear eyes, and we're just having a great little pet right now. Yes, you're a cute angel. Yes, you're a cute. Don't fucking bite me with your little razor sharp fucking teeth, you little pet. You little angel. You little angel. You. God, here comes the cat. If he attacks when the dog is on me, I'm going to lose my shit. Harvey, don't bite. Don't bite. Never forget who buys your food. It's not me, but come on. You get the gist. All right, listen. That cat is staring at the dog in a way that can only be termed menacing. He's just looking around the corner. Cats are so creepy. It's literally planted itself around the corner of an ottoman, and you see its little gleaming cat eyes staring. Then it hissed at the dog. Guess whose team I'm on? Team Harvey. Mr. Keitel. Now, ain't nobody calling right now in terms of a caller-based show. But I feel like I've made my point already with this whole episode. We get it. You've been all over the place, guys. Fuck you, American Apparel. Now, I don't want to get controversial, but I ordered a black dress from them and they sent me men's maroon jeans. What are you trying to say, guys? Now they're saying it's too late. You are able to make a return. Unfortunately, for Amazon, we do not do exchanges. Hey, how about send the fucking thing I ordered? Is that considered an exchange when you give me a dress, which I have ordered? Or when you send me pants, it's now termed an exchange when I request the dress I paid for? Fuck you, American Apparel. give me my black dress so I can get sensuous all over Los Angeles in the way that I learned to do from your billboards. Hit me up, American Apparel, and definitely make this right. Because I buy certainly a number of clothes from you on a frequent basis and do not deserve this bizarre treatment at your hands. What if actually, though, that these maroon pants were magic and they summoned the most exquisite lover into my life? All I have to do is say some little incantations over these maroon slim fit pants. All of a sudden, some gorgeous little filibuster comes in. What is filibustering? Oh my God, that cat is so terrifying. Cats are terrifying. You might as well have a jellyfish on your lap. That's the vibe of a cat. No, thank you. Where's my app? Where the fuck is my app? This has turned into my sounding off section. Hey, Apple, you want to go ahead and iTunes, you want to go ahead and approve that app? Or are we going to just wait until it's no longer relevant socially in any way? Oh, I love social media.
Call from
Nuria.
Wait a minute. Did I just talk to your brother?
You did.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Woo! Wait, how did you know that?
Because he gave you a shout out.
Oh, he did. Oh, that's so nice of him. Oh, that's great.
You know, you yourself said your name a little bit more like hood. You were like Nuria, but he said it like.
That's actually not how you pronounce it, and it's actually one of my biggest pet peeves when people say it like that.
However, you yourself did say it like that. Explain.
Did I? Well, I guess I didn't mean to. But it's not. It's Nuria. There's no like ia.
Like no diarrhea. It's.
Yeah, it's not like diarrhea. I used to get that a lot when I was younger.
I wouldn't have said that to you if it makes you feel any better.
Oh, thanks. So, hey, what's up?
Well, really wrapping up the show here. Do you have anything you want to say real quick?
Real quick, oh man, I'm so not prepared. No, I'm just here hanging out, just so excited to talk to you. Thanks for picking up.
Well, you too. You know, I love my brother.
What?
I love my brother, so it's always fun to have a sibling call in. I don't think I've had this before.
Yeah, my brother and I love you.
Love it.
My brother's legit in love with you, so if he proposed, did he propose marriage to you?
He did not, but we had a long conversation.
I proposed marriage to you on his part because he does,
please do it through your lawyers.
You.
Okay. Do it through your lawyers, though, just because it is a legally binding contract and we'll have to agree.
You're right. I'll call my lawyers and yes, good. Okay, so we'll do that.
Right.
I also have my puppy here right next to me.
What's your puppy's name?
She also says hello.
What's her name?
Her name is Frida.
Carlo?
Yeah, she's here. She's a little depressed because we're home alone all week, so.
Projection.
Yeah.
Well, I really have had to go to the bathroom this whole time. And even though I did.
I understand. You go pee. You let it out.
All right. Easy. Well, what a pleasure to speak with both you and your brother. And, I'll catch you when I'm in. Are you in Mexico City as well?
I am not. No, I'm going to be there in a little bit, but I'm not right now. I'm in D.C. right now. Which, by the way, are you ever going to come to D.C. and do a show? Because I would love that.
Well, I went out there to some place. Where was it? The fucking draft house nearby there.
Sure.
Now, I don't know. I didn't. Whatever. Anyway, well, that's another story for another time. That's where I had that heckler.
We'll save that for later.
All right. Bye. Had a heckler this weekend. Ooh, I had a heckler this weekend. Ooh. Oh, I thought of a little remix of the song about my old apartment. Oh, God's critters got a place in my apartment. Some are dark, some are light as parchment. That's as far as I got. Thank you. This cat is freaking me out so bad. You know how I'm scared of the ocean? Like, I really do think cats are like deep sea creatures. Juan?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Qué bien.
Should I call you usted?
Estoy más o menos.
Oh, okay. I'll start saying that. I like that, más o menos. But you don't have to say anything else? You can just go más o menos?
Yeah, it means like more or less, like what I've...
But you don't have to say more or less good or more or less bad. You could just go, I'm more or less.
You just say más o menos, because then it's kind of like a half full, like half empty kind of thing.
Okay, I like it. Now, where are you calling from?
I am calling from work in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica!
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people telling travel stories. I don't know how this happened. I promise you that was never my plan.
Well, my terrible scabies story has to do with travel.
Oh my God. First of all, hold up. Scabies was mentioned, which I think does merit. It's the thing about that jackpot is just a little too long. And every time you're like, it can't be this long. Oh, wait, it is. But, so you have currently scabies?
I've been a month or so free of them.
Oh my God. Now, how long did you?
I've had it twice.
Why? Where are you getting it?
Okay. First time I got it. I don't
You're
know
dating
where
a
it was,
homeless woman.
I was in Europe on a tour with a group that I'm in. And so you don't know until you don't show symptoms until 4 weeks.
You're kidding.
After you get the bug, the mite in your skin.
Oh my God. Dios mío.
So it could have been from anything.
Oh my God. That's so upsetting. And the thing is, like, scabies, there's no way to protect it, right? It's just like, it could be on a bench and then you sit on that bench and you get scabies.
Yeah, I mean, basically they say that it's like the most common way is skin-to-skin contact or sharing clothes with someone or maybe something in a bed, like if someone recently slept in it. So, you know, if you can get it like from a hotel room or from like having sex with someone who has it and doesn't know.
Oh, I thought it was like could literally be on furniture or something. Like I didn't even think it was.
It like died. I know so much about it now because it's like the worst thing. But yeah, like it dies off of like a person. If it's not on a person, they die 3 days later. So there is a chance you can get it from something.
That's 3 full days that it's just chilling.
Yeah, it's just like waiting to.
And what does it do? What was your symptoms?
So I just thought I had like a stress-related rash.
Oh my God!
Of some kind because I've been traveling for like a month and a half. And
literally, I just had I have a rash right now. Like I feel like I thought it was allergies to the dog, maybe or something on my arm, and I was like, ding, ding, looking at like my bulging bicep, and then looking near my wrist, I was like, ding, ding, close-ups while you were talking. Anyway,
yeah, trust me. Like once you like hear about it, it's the worst. If you like read about it, like you think you have it. Like you're like, oh, every bump is like. It's like some sort of like, yeah, it's like eggs underneath your skin, like eggs in your skin.
That's what it is? It's eggs under your skin?
Yeah, so like it's the mite burrows and then it lays eggs in your skin and you get an allergic reaction to that. So that's what you get. That's why you get all the bumps and stuff.
And what's the cure?
Okay, so the cure is you have to get like a prescription, like basically like a concentrated version of like a lice treatment, but it's like really strong, and you put it all over your body, like every inch of your body, from your neck down.
Oh my God!
It's like a cream, and it's so gross and super embarrassing, and you think everyone like is just like staring at you, thinking you're like disgusting.
Why does it smell, or does it have like a strong sheen?
I mean, it's just like you have a lot of redness like on your arms, like in your arms, and, like under your armpits, and like anywhere where like. There's moisture, supposedly.
So did you get it in your booty hole or what?
What?
Did you get it in your booty hole?
No, I did not. Thank God. That'd be the most uncomfortable thing.
Did you get it up your nut sack?
Not nut sack. But you can get it there.
You're so lucky then. Consider yourself.
STD at first, but you can get it there too.
Oh my God.
That is your face.
Oh. Seriously, I am breaking out everywhere.
No, you're not. You're fine. Trust me.
Oh my God.
Okay. Were you like not able to sleep because you were so itchy?
No, it's right now. I think I'm allergic to the cat, but no, I'm allergic to cat. But, but anyway, so then like you had it mildly and then it got worse or something?
Yeah, so I didn't know what it was. So like when I got back home, I was just like, this is like never ending. Like I can't sleep. Mm-hmm. And like, I was like, this is not a regular rash. So
yeah.
Like, I went to the doctor and he was like, have you been traveling or something? Like, have you been like...
Fuck, that's when you're like, why? Like, why, doctor?
What?
No, that's
yeah,
like...
I know. I was like freaking out. I was like, what is it? And he's like, oh, well, it's like scabies and this is what it is. And here's the treatment or whatever.
Now, couldn't the doctor get it from just touching you?
What happened?
Couldn't the doctor get it from touching you? Don't you have to quarantine yourself?
I mean, it's like... I mean, you probably should. I mean, if you know, the point is like, you can only really give it to somebody if they're like sharing their clothes or sleeping in your bed with you or like anything like that. Yeah, you like are freaked out that you like gave it to everybody like unknowingly. It's, like,
did you
really
give it
terrible.
to anyone?
I mean, you could.
Did you?
I mean, it's really like prolonged.
Did you?
Like, excuse me?
Did you give it to anyone?
No, I did not.
How long did that treatment last before you were cleared?
Okay, so the first time I got it, it went away like pretty quickly. Like once it did, you're supposed to wash all your clothing and your bedding or whatever, like twice if possible. Mm-hmm. And luckily, I just gotten back, so all my clothes were like quarantined in my suitcase still. I hadn't unpacked
Oh my God!
So you wash all your shit and then you put on this ointment, and then it's like. It could take up to like 2 weeks or something for it to go away. But the first time it like, I did it, it went away a few days later, which is good.
But it came back?
I got it. It took forever. What?
It came back or you got it again from somewhere else?
I got it again.
What the fuck, man?
Like years later, I got it again.
What if your immune system is compromised? Do you have HIV? Just kidding. That's not funny.
I do not.
I mean,
good question.
That is crazy that you've gotten scabies twice. Where the fuck do you hang out? What kind of band are you in?
Well, it has to do with your lifestyle. No, the second time I got it in New York, which is like the filthiest place.
Of course.
I think. So I got it like staying somewhere in Brooklyn for a couple of days, and I got back and I right away showed up because if you had it in the past. It shows up sooner. It was like, you get it again.
Oh
I already knew what it was.
Now, where were you, like, staying on a friend's couch?
Yeah, so a friend's couch and, like, my friend's basement.
Oh, God.
Which might have been a possibility.
Oh, bro.
I know.
This is disgusting, man.
I don't know. It's gross. It makes you feel like you're, like, just super disgusting.
You should go hang around in Venice on the boardwalk and like roll around in garbage cans out there. Like, I mean, maybe be a little more choosy, right? I mean, this is so stressful. God damn it. I mean, how do we walk around? You know that movie Contagion? Did you see it?
I did not see it.
Hell, you wrote it. Now,
well, good.
That movie made me like freaked out about touching anything for like a week and then I forgot about it. But like, I mean, humans are so fragile and yet so resilient. Thank you, caller. Goodbye. This has been a sickening podcast. I don't know which is worse, your boring ass travel stories or your scabies infestation stories.
Call from
Lauren.
To accept.
Lauren, do you have scabies?
I do not.
Have you ever heard of it?
I am familiar with it. I've never had it. I'm pretty proud to say.
I mean, do you know someone who's had scabies?
No. I've seen it on WebMD.
Why?
You know, you get on there late at night and you start typing in symptoms and sometimes like crazy shit comes up.
You
think
do?
You're going to die. It leads you into worse and worse diseases and illnesses, and then you're convinced your life's over.
Oh my God, Lauren. Lauren! There's so much out there that can happen. I mean, I feel like I've just been talking to people lately. everyone I talk to has some weird infestation or something that you've never heard of that can just, oh yeah, there's no way to prevent it. It just happens to the body. Yeah. It's just a glitch.
What?
I swear to you, it's like someone had a heart thing, like that they did, that's viral, but it affected their heart. And then they had pieces of heart in their bloodstream, and like they had chills at night for a while. And then it was that. Someone has scabies. There's so many fucking things going on right now in this world. And you know what it all comes down to? Fucking probably the antibiotics that are overprescribed, as well as in the meat that we eat, making all these resistant bugs and bacteria and all this shit. So everyone, first of all, if you have scabies and you're listening, do not leave your house. What are you going to chance it? Fuck you. On behalf of society, do not chance it. The only person who should be able to walk around with total impunity and scabies is a homeless person. If you are not that, cancel all your appointments. Secondly, there's no way to be protected. So this brings me to my next point. Let's all be reclusive. Let's all hermit up in our homes. No one leave. No parties. No picnics. No work events. Just pure silence as we contemplate how many contagious diseases are out and about in the world. What do you think, caller?
It's fucking terrifying. That's all right. I'll continue to awkwardly brush up on people in the subway then. That'll be great.
Oh, God, the subway. I can only imagine. Just kidding. I used to ride it all the time. I still do. And you know what I will say for the subway is that it is a very well-designed mass transit system. As well as, oh my God, one time when I was in college, me and my boyfriend were trying to get on the train, and then like, you know, sometimes when they shut down a line, then they hand out little maps or alternate trains things, and this one was just going, shuttle bus, and we're like, excuse me, where does and she's like, shuttle bus. We're like, can we transfer that? Shuttle bus. And it was a great joke that we would then say shuttle bus to shut each other up all the time. And it was quite a fun time for all involved. At this time, I do have to go into what we could call hiding. At this time, it's time for me to withdraw from society as well as my podcast and return to my new home and begin to figure out paint colors as well as how to increase the shower pressure and plant some herbs and purchase furniture. Oh, that's another thing. If you're a furniture maker, you're just starting out and you make great furniture, like quality pieces that you want to give out for free. KIT. Caller?
Yes.
What's your favorite
I'm not a furniture maker. I apologize.
That's all right.
I get most of mine from the thrift store or my parents' house.
Now, what about scabies all over those thrift items?
That's a chance you got to take.
You know what? You definitely can, you know, this is a bus bench that we've turned into shabby chic. It has scabies all over it, but the paint color is beautifully degenerated into what we would call Parisian dilapidation. Anyway, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
I don't really bring anything to the table right now. I apologize. I'm on break from work.
Well, I'm at work. And you know what my job is? Entertainment.
Kind of my job too, but not really.
Interesting. The plot thickens. Are you a gaffer?
Have a good day.
Huh?
I said have a good day.
Listen, don't be mad at me. It's the last thing I could take. I'm a fragile ecosystem of emotions. I just am trying to, you know, keep things real spicy.
Doing a good job.
Thank you.
I feel the spice.
Thank you.
You're my favorite caller.
feel blessed.
Well, I guess we're all blessed in our own way, huh? Remember Lauren Conrad? There's so many interesting personalities. All right, listen. Everyone, don't purchase cats. Purchase dogs. If you have scabies, don't leave your house. If you don't have scabies, don't leave your house. You get the gist. Thanks for listening. It's been what we would call a mid-level episode in terms of both caliber of calls and caliber of riffs. Now,